Hello everyone, I'm NekoKitu, and welcome to Minecraft Hardcore Episode 2. Last episode we got the basics, some villagers, some iron gear, and most of a starter home, and in this episode I hope to grab a few more of the easier achievements and make a start on getting some improvements to my gear. Hope you enjoyed the episode, so let's get into it. Starting back in the start village taking shelter from this rain, I think it's about time we packed up and left. I'm going to take everything over to our new house because despite it having no interior, it's still better than living in this tiny shack. So let's start moving out. During my move I decided to collect a bit of sand when... hello. I'm just collecting sand. Oh, bye. And now that we've moved into our brand new home, which has had a little bit of interior decorating done on the side, I think it's time to move on to the plan for today, which is to take some of the villagers we saved in the last episode and create some villager farms just over the hills here. This will provide us with a good source of food, as we are running quite low at the moment, and also any of the excess could be used for villager trades to upgrade from this gear to literally anything. So why don't we get started on that right away? I started by tilling the ground, as all farms start, before surrounding it with this little stone and andesite wall. I made sure it was tall enough that nothing can jump over, and decorated it with some stones and some walls, but more slabs, and filling it with leaves to make it look a bit more overgrown. I then started on a little collection house, which I used the same block palette as my starter house, and I added a couple more decorations at the end. Alright, the little house has been built. I think it'll be perfect for what we're about to do. Now all we need is to move the villagers in. Here I am, moving in the villagers. What looks like under a minute to you is actually almost half an hour of my life. If I had carnival music to put over this little show, I would, because it's quite amusing watching me struggle, but it wasn't at the time. I eventually did manage to get them in the house, and moved on to getting some bone meal. Using up my last iron hoe and realising I had no more iron, I went back to the mines. I found a couple of caves and eventually came across this little geode, which gave me a couple of building blocks, some basalt and some calcite. I also managed to grab myself some iron, but none of those were the main event. As I was following some noises into the walls, I came across this. A dungeon. Nice. Please be a zombie dungeon, although I can hear skeletons, so it probably isn't. I'm just gonna drop down here. Oh, this... ow, that was... Oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Oh, there's two. Oh, those two are fighting. Oh, that's great. That's great. Kill each other. Just please don't kill me. Oh, that one won. That one has a enchanted bow. No. Bad. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and heal for a bit. I'm gonna try and see if I can get any of them from here. Please, let's light it up. Is there anyone? Ah, there's one. Just get rid of him. See. Light it up a bit more. Right, I think there's one over here. I can hear him. Ah, I can see him now. Please don't come in. Go away. Two down. What's in lore? Gunpowder, melon. Fortune! Yes! And a saddle. Looting all the chests and filling my pockets, I turned the spawner into a sort of crude farm to get some XP, but mostly it was for the bone meal, and it did work. I managed to get a few bones out of it before having to dig my way back up to the surface. I didn't know where I was or where I would end up, so I started digging a staircase upwards when I found... Oh, okay. That's useful. And as I continued digging, I also found a mine shaft. Oh, okay. I'm finding a lot of things. I don't have the pocket space for this. I came down here for a bit of iron. I was right, I didn't have the pocket space, so I kept heading upwards until I broke the surface. However, realising it was night time, I decided to cover the hole back up and wait for day. Oh. I can see my villager house from here. Not my house though, I think my house is... Ah, there it is. I can see my house from here. Oh, I did a boo-boo. I did a bad. that a grass block? Right, this horrific mess is the entrance. We're just gonna run back home, avoiding as much danger as possible. Hopefully they'll burn in the sunlight and I don't look at any more Endermen. After evading death a few too many times in one day, I headed back to the farm to get the seedy place advancement while planting some wheat. Originally, this was the farm I wanted, but the minecarts would have been too noisy, so I replaced them with potatoes. But not before trading some wheat with the farmer villager for the what a deal advancement, and to lock in a wheat and potato trade. I then used him as the collection villager, so he was right next to where the potatoes can be picked up, ready to trade. I then took a break from dealing with villagers to tame a horse. We have a couple of horses around our house, so this means we should pretty easily be able to get a mule. This should also knock off one of our achievements, if I'm not mistaken. Will you please just accept? There we go. Best friends forever. And I used some of the wheat that I had farmed to store a few animals in some floor pens and breed them up for the birds and the bats advancement. I crafted up a diamond pickaxe from the diamonds that I'd mined earlier, as I was tired of my iron one, and I was wanting to do some mining for obsidian later in the episode. I take another peaceful break with my new fishing rod to go fish in the local lake, hoping to net myself that fishy business advancement. And after mostly a lot of waiting, our villager farm is complete. Now all we need to do is see if it works. And if it doesn't, cry. While we wait for that to work, I'm gonna go move some villagers into a small trading hall so that I can get equipped. I can hear a cat. Where's the cat? There it is. Right, I'm going to catch a few more fish and then we're going to tame that. Not only because it's cute, but also because it's part of an achievement. Probably would be quicker just punching all of the salmon in this lake. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But also I can get another achievement. No. No. 5 fish should be enough, right? Psst, 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 psst. Psst, 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 psst. Ch, 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 ch. Ch, 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 ch. This is making my actual cat come, but not. Ah, there you are. Psst, 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 psst. Hey, 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 come back. Psst, 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 psst. Psst, 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 psst. Yeah. Now we need to give you a name. We have a horse to name and we have a cat to name. If anyone thinks of any good names, then go ahead and give them to me, but we're going to have a few. Because one of the achievements is to get every single cat variant. And there's also an achievement for taming every single animal. So by the end of this, we're going to have quite a few pets that need names. Oh, hello. Have you got any good deals? Ooh, this. I want this. Stay here. Actually, you know what? No, stay. Stay in there. No. Stay. Oops. Oh, well, I mean... Your owner just took a little trip to the seaside, and after a lot of time and quite a bit of effort, I have some basic villagers set up. I have this thing, which we've seen before, which is the potato farm, and it is actually working, surprisingly. This guy collects any fully grown potatoes, he drops them off at this villager inside, the hopper minecart picks them up, and I get the profits. Across the river, we also have a couple more villagers, which I decided to set up in a small trading hall. I tried to make the trading hall look like it fit in with the terrible default villager buildings, but mainly it was because I didn't have a lot of blocks to build with over here. And I put a trapdoor on so that no big zombies can get in. I also stole this guy from the neighbouring village when I ran out of villagers. Sorry, was this your home? Well, it isn't anymore. He is my weaponsmith. He doesn't like me at the moment because I may have accidentally punched him in the face. Here's this guy. He does like me because I sell him sticks. Down here we have a toolsmith so that we can get some diamond tools. We didn't get that one filled. This is our mason. He should hopefully provide us with some decent building blocks. Our armory here we've not really traded with, but he will eventually provide us with diamond armor. Our shepherd here, because I have a sheep farm and it's a lot easier to get emeralds through sheep. And of course our librarian with mending, which took a long time to get. It was a good couple of minutes filled with me saying nope. No. 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 And that's as far as we got on the villagers. I'm hoping that within the next few episodes we will progress a little bit further, maybe get a few more of these to master villagers and acquire ourselves some better tools and armor. But for now we do have a diamond pickaxe, which I am going to use and go and get our first bits of obsidian. Woo! Another achievement down, and we're 1/10 of the way to getting another portal. I did also make a bit of a mess. That is a future me problem. So far all I've got is that one piece of obsidian. I've done all the caves already, hoping that there's some caves up here. I know there's some down here. I feel like this is going to get me killed. Did I miss that the first time? I am blind. This is really good for me, but like, how did I miss this? Oh. I think my heart just went a little bit there. 14, exactly. Now, the question is, don't these places usually have a chest? I've been cheaped out of a chest here. You are chosen. You have a lot of hearts. Wow. Where is he? No, him. Oh, you can actually jump 2 blocks and you have a decent set of hearts. If you think you've got a good name for this mule, then leave it in the comments. Maybe it'll get picked and put above his head as a name tag. I do believe we've got everything to craft ourselves a nether portal, but before we hop into the nether, we're just going to grab a few more achievements in the overworld. I'm going to use this bucket to grab ourselves some lava for the hot stuff achievement. We're also going to craft ourselves an enchantment table using 2 diamonds, the rest of the obsidian, and the book. Pop it up in the attic. And get ourselves very basic enchantments on our tools for the enchanter achievement. Then, around the back of the house, we're going to build a portal. And with that, we have ourselves a portal. I think it's time to go to the nether. This is a terrible spawn. And that's it for today's episode. Let's have a quick recap of what we've done. We made a potato-based villager farm for some easy emeralds. We started our villager trading hall. We got a master level farmer for golden carrots. We got 10 more advancements, which adding on to the ones we got last episode, takes our total up to 19. And we acquired a couple of pets. The cat here, which I believe is a Siamese, and our mule. These guys are going to need names, so feel free to leave one in the comments and maybe next episode we can choose one. Thanks for watching everyone, do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, and if you want to see more of these episodes, subscribe so you don't miss out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!